Hello everyone, and welcome back to more Mass Effect Andromeda. Somehow I'm still recording. I don't know how. Because usually I do maybe one of it video a day. Come on, headsets. There we go. Because usually I do maybe one video a day. Sometimes more. But I've done like, what, 4 or 5 videos today? That's a lot. Like, maybe I was doing that for... Well, maybe I was doing that for Guild Wars 1 at one point, and for Star Wars The Republic. But Star Wars The Republic was mostly a planet, almost a day. But yeah. That's a lot of this. I'm surprised my mind is still intact. So anyway, we're going to go to...
Both orbit is steady.
Because you know, more planets that are close to this frickin' black hole that's in the middle of this area. It's still bothering me. It's always gonna bother me. Made you wonder how many other solar systems were though before the 600 years came up. Well, I don't remember how fast. Well, it's probably gonna be, you know, thousands of... Okay, my mouse got stuck there for a second. It's probably gonna be thousands upon hundreds of thousands upon millions of years before... Stop getting stuck over now. Before the black hole consumes this solar system and all that. But still, the fact it exists bothers the shit out of me. But anyway, let's go to Aya, because we have quite a few quests to do on Aya. Because Aya. Ah, yes, lush tropical Aya. You know, with all the volcanic hellscapes. I mean, it looks nice until you notice all the smoke, lava, and fire tornadoes. I mean, fucking fire tornadoes. And you think that, you know, shouldn't the world be getting better if we did poke the vault hill? But apparently not, really. Oh no, there's more quests. Just what I need. Hi, Turian.
Honor to meet you, Pathfinder. Initiative Pilot Marixus. I run supplies to your outposts.
So what you doing here?
What brings you to Aya?
Your survival supplies only Aya has. I'm waiting on clearance to enter the city, but it's taking too long. I understand their caution, but the outposts need these supplies. I have to get them, now.
They let me into the city. I can help.
What do you need?
I appreciate that. To start, EOS needs a way to produce food to support population
I
growth.
gave you that stuff.
They've requested Kiloa seeds to begin their own crops. There's an agricultural scientist who might sell some.
I'll make sure to get those seeds.
I got you those.
Settlers on Kadara are suffering from a bacterial infection. They need Angaran antibiotics to fight it.
That probably
A
not.
medic in the city should be able to help.
Got it. They'll have that medicine in no time.
You still have a marker in your map.
Pathfinder, more of your outposts need help, if you have time. Vol's power grid is lagging without proper solar
and now
input.
there's more
A
quests.
solar amplifier would give them a boost. The solar technicians here may have the required parts.
I'll see what I can find.
As long as I don't have to go back to those planets. Why didn't you give me that quest for the Alpha 2? Just saying, that's stupid. Anyway, what all do I need to do? Okay, so there's that. There's Oh, so that's our embassy now. That place that was locked. And that's where the Moshai is, in that place. Okay, okay. 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 I see, I see. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Open door. Eyes up. No, not you, but you. So I did a thing, by the way.
You're always a welcome sight, Pathfinder.
Yeah, I'm always
Still
welcome.
no word from our search vessel. How goes your hunt for the missing satellites?
Your people caught scavengers from Kadara port stealing them. There was a fight.
The
Your ship
camera
lost.
angle.
I sent them out. And risked your life, too. The scavengers. Angaran? Have our deserters preyed upon us again?
Nah,
Criminals
never
were my
mind.
people.
It's
Exiles. They ripped your satellites into scrap. I brought what's left.
The initiative is supposed to explore, not steal and kill. Why would your people steal something that protects us all? Murder those who are only trying to help.
It's complicated.
Sometimes desperate people do bad things to survive. They won't hurt anyone else.
That's no comfort for what we lost. Maybe the others are right. What if you are no better than the Ket?
These scavengers abandoned the initiative, just like your deserters left you.
And we hate them too. Keep what your people stole and go. I can't talk to you anymore.
Can I be an emotional bash?
Sorry to hear
Yes,
things
about
went
it.
south with that Angaran astronomer rider. Found a silver lining, though. The scrap satellites are gonna come in extra handy.
Not as handy as what we could have had, but I'll take it.
Just me, how dare you? Your people are bad. But that's racist right there, saying that all people are bad just because some people destroyed your thing. Yes, this whole game is entirely too racist if you think about it. Cause there's the catch. Oh, we don't like them catch. Not up in our galaxy right here. Then there's Angaran, they're like, oh, everyone else is like the catch. You don't like you humans up in our galaxy right here. You humans are gonna go spread dissent and disorder. And steal people in the night like them cat. I tell you what. That's pretty much how Andromeda is right now.
Can you
Oh,
imagine
so we have
venturing
humans.
into space only to find more of your own
Humans.
people?
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Hi, solar technician. So I need a thing.
You work on the solar panels. Do you have an amplifier for solar energy?
Nothing as big as these, but I have a smaller one on hand. Do you need it?
Well, it cost me money, but I will buy that. Why, thank you. Do 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 do.
Once again, what went to central conversion
Wait, are
today?
you?
Something I
Do
can
I
do
have
for
to
you?
buy from a different person? Apparently, this is I have to buy
I'll
from a
get-
different person. Even though I know you gave me the fruit, but apparently you didn't give me the seeds, or we lost the seeds.
Hey, Alexi. I tracked down some samples of the Angaran antiseptic you were talking about.
The Angaran antiseptic? Oh, Sumar. That's the name, isn't it?
Something like that.
Can't wait to test its applications. Thank you very much, Vetra.
Anything for...
Hi.
I feel so out of place here.
Whatever you're making, I
People
have
keep
something to help.
staring at me. I can't tell if they're fascinated or afraid.
Oh. Oh, snap.
Maybe they've all got huge crushes on you.
Ryder, that's a little far-fetched.
I don't think so. Everyone wants a spiky girlfriend.
Sure, Ryder.
Everyone wants a spiky girlfriend.
Mercy, you're back.
Is that like the thick goth thing, but for Turians? I don't know.
Fine. Everyone make it back.
You still angry with me?
I'm not selling to aliens.
Uh-huh, sure.
Yes, I have some.
The resistance in power tails. This way. Hi, Solarian. Hi, Turian.
Weird question. You don't have any Kiloa seeds, do you?
Yes, I do. Need some?
Apparently. I mean, it's only really one, but I'll take it. Not sure how this is going to save our entire thing, but yeah. Yeah, after Eos, this here's a paradise. How far can you guys see? I think you guys are only really looking at that right there. I mean, look at it. It's nice and green. It's barely rendering. From this distance, I think you're really only looking at like this. I mean, look at it. It looks nice, doesn't it? But they're not looking up. They're not looking at that. See, when I look at Eos, I see that. Fire tornadoes, lightning, lava for miles. But they're looking at it like this. Like there's water, there's green. It looks nice. Hellscape. And the problem though is no one seems to realize that. I don't know why. Gotta go see my embassy. I like the color blue is all. Oh, there you go. What might see more Sorry.
The Angara have been gracious. Everything's going well.
Hi,
Keep me updated. 10 out.
I've never lied to a director before.
Huh. Spinodes, you know.
Pathfinder.
Wow.
The ambassador's messages are overflowing again.
You have such a great conversation tree that doesn't exist. Anyway, you're the more important person here, apparently.
Pathfinder, it's a pleasure. I'm Ambassador Riala, Chief Diplomat for the Initiative on Aya.
I see.
I was removed from Cryo specifically for this. Quite the wake-up call.
I know what it's like, jumping out of the cryopod and into the fire.
You've had it far worse. My condolences on your loss. I hear you're to thank for our new ties with Aya. This is our best shot at an alliance. Now we just need to keep our people from wrecking it, no matter how hard they try.
Well, time to go.
I'm not going to like this, am I?
No more than I do. A Solarian botanist named Sorvis Len is here, learning how to improve our crops.
Okay.
He sent an urgent comm, saying a member of the Angaran resistance had threatened him.
What happened?
I'm not sure. Sorvis is an excellent scientist, but not the best communicator. I'm concerned this could escalate if someone doesn't look into it, but I don't have the staff to spare.
I'll do it.
I can go settle things. I'm a friendly face for both sides.
That would be helpful. With any luck, we can prevent this from getting worse.
So, any other problems?
Aside from Sorvis Len, is everything okay? Need anything else?
Actually, yes. Director Tan gave me a project. He wants more Aya natives to live on the Nexus. He thinks it will deepen our partnership. A few Angara expressed interest, but none of them will agree to live on the Nexus without speaking to you first.
Speaking to me?
Why me?
After what you've accomplished? I didn't want to bother you, but you asked. I'll point you towards the candidates. If you could convince them to transfer, I'd be grateful.
What's our end goal for Aya?
A strong alliance is all we can ask for. It's what we're working toward. Helios is the Angara's home. They dictate the terms of this partnership, not us. We need them as allies, and they could benefit from us. But we have to tread lightly.
Show them we're not invaders.
Historically, when two civilizations meet, one consumes or destroys the other. We need to break that cycle.
Well, here's the thing. The way I see it, if we get rid of the cat in the system, probably more cat are going to show up from the Cat Empire and probably decimate all of us. But also, there's the fact that the Angaran can mass populate without many families and shit. But then there's the Krogan with a 4% increase in their percentage of births. Which, let's say, what's 4% out of 1,000? Like 40? So that's what, 40 kids a year? And yeah, that's... Then you can multiply that by the number of Krogan, and yeah. Mind you that, hey, by the way, the Milky Way galaxy is probably just swarmed by Krogan. Because they can have... Because, yeah, there's probably loads upon loads upon loads upon loads. Because you killed the genophage. Way to go. Smart move. Anyway.
How many of our people have they let into the city?
A strictly limited number, and only certain professions. Scientists, engineers, and scholars. The Angara have agreed to allow some of our people to work in Aya's research facilities.
That's huge.
It's more than I expected. Tan wants me to push for social visits, but I'm holding my ground. We need to move at their pace. They've been extraordinarily gracious, all things considered. I'll take whatever they're willing to give.
Okay.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
Well, there was a lot of things I could need, but... let's go see what I can do. People to talk to. Over there. Alright, that's that. Over there. Over here. Over there, there.
I'd volunteer to live in another colony.
You there. You want to talk to me?
You're one of Ambassador Riala's candidates to live on the Nexus.
I am. Glad you finally showed up. Let's get down to it. I've lived my whole life wanting to meet aliens who didn't want me dead. But my family's here. How can I stay in touch with them from the Nexus?
Hey, that's up to you, man.
You can send messages, talk to them on the comm. We'll even arrange a visit.
You get it. All right. I'm in.
I mean, hey. Set some vid calls, do stuff. When we can arrange visits, you know, we got you. Jack, Liam, how are things going?
Real change in tone after that care facility. Half the Angara are thankful, half are even more suspicious.
Let's try not to make it worse.
Indeed.
Don't worry about me. They're busy glaring at Cora for some reason.
Cora, what you do?
Welcome back.
I need a drink.
I'd like a drink.
That face.
That's all for now.
We'll come back anytime.
Yeah, it's a bit disappointing about the Shepherd. Maybe we're gonna hold alcohol back the Shepherd, though.
These Angara are stronger than they look.
What did you do?
Getting into trouble, Drac? Do I need to keep you on the ship?
Not what I meant. Just thinking it can't be easy to be Angara under the Ket's boot. Old Krogan like me can relate.
So who's next on my talking list? You. Hi.
I can't work under these conditions. What does it take to be left alone?
Ease off. I'm here to help. You reported that someone in the Resistance threatened you. Tell me exactly what happened.
I didn't know Riala was sending the Pathfinder. I deserve no less, of course. I was measuring the photonic dispersal from the canopies when some random brute interrupted me.
Oh, you're really
I asked him to
pressing.
move, and he got nasty. Said it was my fault his friend was dead. Ridiculous.
Do you know what he meant by that?
He ranted nonsense about a vessel and selling slots to outsiders. He got right up in my face and compared me to a ket. He wanted to kill me. I could see it in his eyes. The whole conversation made no sense. I think he was inebriated.
Sounds like there's more to this. Don't suppose you caught his name.
Didn't ask, didn't want it, didn't need it. When he left, I tagged him with infrared dye from my sample kit. Invisible to the naked eye, but not to a scanner.
I'll scan people around the Resistance headquarters, see if I find him.
You're supposed to represent our interests on Aya. Go, represent. I have work to do.
Yeah, I'm thinking about side with him over you. You sound like you're causing trouble. Joe,
Is the adventure
no shit.
Thank you for making sure that the squad behaves well on Aya.
They just follow my lead, I guess.
I was being sarcastic. So, good to know.
Huh. Ground the resistance headquarters. Dope. Dope. Wasn't you.
They're using a different encryption on this message.
Don't think it's you. I gotta use the decontamination console.
Sam, is this thing safe?
Yes. The slight ringing in your ears is nothing to worry about.
Very reassuring.
I need to talk to you, assistant medic.
My people on Kadar are fighting a bacterial infection. Do you have antibiotics?
Of course. Will this do?
Yes, one antibiotic. It will totally help save, you know, all the people on the planet that are fighting this thing. Oh well, that's that quest. Do 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 do.
When you did the attack here, Di.
Okay, so it's not in hell. Maybe it's in this one. Training out. Ah, it is.
I detect the infrared dye Sorvis Len used to mark the person who threatened him.
By the
That's
way,
our
I
man.
want to check this shop.
Inventory's there. Go on and look.
Just in case there was, you know, potentially new things. No. Okay. You, though. Stop.
I know why you're here. The botanist. You want an apology for what I said to him.
Nah, he's an asshole.
I only have one side of the story. Tell me yours.
It's hard to explain.
Try me?
Aya isn't big enough to give everyone a home. We each live here a short time and then move on.
Right.
For someone to come, another must go. The exchanges are chosen at random. We call this arrangement the Vassal. Time of change. It worked well. Until now.
We upset the balance, of course.
The Vassal never accounted for outsiders living on Aya.
There's only so much room.
Indeed.
When our leaders agreed to make a place for your people here, it came with a cost. My friend won a place on Aya, but he sold that slot so one of you could stay here instead.
Sold it how? What did he get?
Comforts for his family, resources to improve their home on Haval. He always put others before himself. That's how he died, fighting Ket on Vold. When I found out, I was angry. Said things to your botanist I shouldn't have, but I'd never hurt your people.
Hey, it's okay. I get it.
I believe you, and I'm sorry for your loss. Between us, that botanist is kind of a jerk.
He didn't fear my anger. I respect that.
I'll talk to our ambassador, see if we can minimize our impact on your vassal.
We don't expect things to be easy. Only that you understand, nothing is free for us.
Put more energy into it.
So, horror.
It took humanity 8 years to get a Citadel embassy back home. Pretty impressive to get one here so fast.
You call that
All it took was handling some remnant.
scuttler with that?
It'll take more to keep this partnership going.
What the hell
Ambassador
are you
Riala
doing?
will handle the embassy.
That combat
Let's us
training.
focus on
I put you
everything
way
else.
in.
Put more energy into it.
Like some of it just... I don't want to watch it. I'll get too distressed by AI trying to do combat maneuvers badly. Anyway, so the bonus is an ass. So we have that to turn in. Person to talk to. PP to talk to. The Moshai to talk to. People to talk to. Oh, Jesus. Do. I had the hand up.
Adapted to live among us by inventing contra-gravitic technology.
Extraordinary. Do you have images of them?
Happy to share them with you. I also have files on Volus, Elcor, Drell.
How many different species did your initiative bring here?
As many as we could. Several of them haven't arrived yet.
Stars and skies. I never imagined so many cultures living together in harmony.
Harmony might not be the correct term. More like enlightened spirit of cooperation.
I appreciate your honesty.
You know, that also makes me worry a bit. Because that basically means, we don't really have enough space in this one center. We really need to expand outside the Heroes cluster into the actual galaxy itself. We're going to make room for all these other places. Races,
Something about it calls to me, like a friend.
So, what you looking at?
Oh, it's you. I watched you land.
What's up?
Hope you're not calling me it anymore.
You heard that. I apologize. I was ignorant.
So what you do?
What's your job around here?
Aelin and I help Avela with her studies. I specialize in restoration.
So you make relics look new.
New as I can. I'm not a miracle worker, no matter what Avela says. She'll praise Ellen and I to anyone who will listen. Never had a supervisor like that before.
I'll leave you to it.
I've heard so much about you. Is it true you entered a vault on Eos?
Yep.
Sure is.
Amazing. I would have liked to see that.
Are you a relic hunter like Avela?
Actually, I started as an engineer. The Moshai requested my help cracking encryption on a remnant ship she found. Eventually, that led me to the repository. I've been handling data encryption here ever since.
Well, we know she works.
I take it you help run this place.
Nalan and I are Avela's assistants. It's been strange getting used to that.
Why?
Avela's much younger than the previous curator. She has a lot more energy. Sometimes I have to remind her to take a break. She's too passionate for her own good.
I'll let you get back to it.
Well, I should probably get for these things.
Hello, Pathfinder.
What's up? By the way, I got you some
Hello,
stuff.
Pathfinder. Any good news for me?
I found another artifact.
I picked up this figure earlier. It might be Angaran.
This is unfamiliar to me. It does resemble an Angara, but it looks so strange. It's clearly centuries old. Is it an artistic interpretation, or is this what we really look like? The implications. Pathfinder, you may have discovered our earliest artifact yet.
Could it be a relic from another culture?
The technique and material matches other Angaran relics, and you found it in one of our worlds. But perhaps the depiction isn't an Angara. It could be a deity of some sort.
Is this Angaran? I found it on one of your homeworlds.
Son above. It's an ancient Ravan, a musical instrument. It uses Angara's body energy to produce music. We have them now, but nothing is beautiful. The songs it played were probably lost long ago. How much culture have we forgotten? Art, music, stories, it's all gone.
Yeah, but you can always make more.
You're already rebuilding. Look at Aya.
We have a long way to go. In any case, relics like this help us.
I'll come back when I have something.
Stars guide your
There's
travels.
probably no one in a lady and maybe possibly displays. Oh, the Tempest. Nice. Right. Yeah, I'm supposed to talk to you. Hi.
Pathfinder, Ambassador Riala didn't think you'd have time for me.
She said you needed to talk before agreeing to live on the Nexus.
This is the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm an anthropologist, but I've only ever studied my own people. I've heard the Nexus is home to multiple species and cultures. It will be fascinating and possibly dangerous. Bacteria, viruses, other contaminants. My family worries about me. Are you sure I'll be safe?
Yeah, you bet.
They wouldn't let me on Aya if I was a walking petri dish, would they?
You aren't taking this seriously enough to satisfy my family. I can't go without their blessing. I'm sorry.
Oof. Well, I mean, what was I supposed to say? It can't be guaranteed. Oh.
If I should have come to me.
Shh, Uxul, I'm all right.
You almost died.
Oh, hey, it's you.
What's she doing here?
Looking for you, apparently.
I asked the Moshai to set up a meeting. I don't want us to be enemies.
Is this true?
Uxul, Ryder rescued me from the Ket. She risked her life to...
Sloane Kelly saved Kadara. Look how that went.
She's dead now, though.
I don't condone what happened on Kadara. But one bad experience doesn't define an entire species.
Your kind has a history of treating each other unfairly. Just ask the Krogan.
How did you?
Wow.
I've been watching you.
He's been studying
You're
history.
invaders just like the Ket, except less cautious.
What does that mean?
You'll know soon enough. Do not trust them, Chauvin.
Uxul. He didn't used to be like this. He was curious, brilliant. But the Ket, even without exaltation, they change us.
I still think he's a threat.
Whoever Axel was, he's dangerous now.
He's leading the road.
Pathfinder,
So, yeah, he is.
please help him.
I don't think he'll let me.
I can't let him go. Not yet.
Ryder, we just received an emergency recording from EOS. Come to the meeting room when you get back to the Tempest.
Let me guess, the Roku are attacking Eos, and I need to go deal with that shit. What the hell is that? Ooh, fireball. So, motion.
I found a device Ven was using to communicate with the Archon. I think we can use it to triangulate that Ket flagship's nav point.
Oh yeah, that.
All you have to do now is board it, steal the Meridian artifact, and escape in one piece.
Fun.
When you put it like that, it doesn't sound so impossible.
Don't make light. You're venturing to a place of horrors you cannot imagine. No one has attempted anything like this before. For all our sakes,
Which is
you
why
must
I'm doing
succeed.
publish it first.
Now it's my turn. Evra informed me that the despot of Kadara Port, one of your people, executed Ven Terev.
Hey, Sloane's dead too.
Sloane isn't with my people, and she doesn't speak for us.
Her actions spoke loud enough. She had no right to kill Ven. What he did was inexcusable, not unforgivable. This isn't what I wanted.
But
regardless, it's done.
Here's the thing. Your people want such to happen on that planet, so...
I'd like to know more about you.
What about me intrigues you?
Oh, I don't know. What do you do for
What are you
work?
working on these days?
I thought being a Ket prisoner was the worst fate imaginable. Then I got home and saw my backlog. Avela comes in every so often asking if I have a second. At this rate, I'll never catch up.
God.
To answer your question,
That's
I'm busy
too
with
relatable.
everything and nothing. We'll see which wins.
I see my backlog and I'm like, fuck. We're never gonna get to The Witcher. We're never gonna get back to Baldur's Gate.
You're an expert on several topics. Remnant, Ket, stuff I don't even know exists.
All true. Why? Do you want to be my student?
Is that an option? Because I didn't train for this job. At all.
Yet you do it well. There are two kinds of knowing. What we take in from the universe, and what's already inside us.
Well, I have an AI
You have the
supercomputer
essentials
with me,
figured
so-
out. The rest you can learn as you go.
Are you originally from Maya, or someplace else?
I was born on a research vessel in deep space. My parents were explorers. They never stayed in one place long. My own work has taken me to every world, many times over. They all try to claim me as their own, but if I'm honest, my favorite chair is here.
You and my crewmate have a close relationship. Any advice? Hints?
He talks in his sleep. Worth it for the look on your face. Jarl is a dear and hopeless former student. He has a good spirit. You're lucky to have him, that's all.
Fail.
My translator doesn't know what to do with your title, Moshai.
Because it isn't a title, it's a reference. People from mythological times, before the Scourge. Legends say we once had many Moshai. Master inventors of unfailing wisdom, guided by boundless compassion.
That's a lot to live up to.
It's nonsense. Don't remember who first called me Moshai, but I do recall telling them to shut up. To my regret, the name stuck. I've minded less lately. Being the Moshai has its uses.
Any ideas on how we stop the Ket for good?
The real question is, how do we define victory over them? Complete eradication? Unlikely, costly, and morally
That's gonna take
dubious.
several games,
Drive them
probably.
away? How? What stops them from returning?
Exactly.
Peaceful coexistence doesn't seem to be an option.
There's much we still don't know. The Ket are not a simple problem. We can't reduce them to a simple solution.
They have an entire Ket empire that's out there in the Andromeda Galaxy, not just a series cluster. We've learned that, but yet at the same time, we keep... It's like we've learned that, but at the same time, the game keeps making it seem like it's just a problem here when this cluster starts. But it's a galaxy-wide problem. So it's not as simple as, yeah, like any of that, really.
When the Ket are gone, if we fix all these worlds, what do the Angara want?
Depends who you ask. We're individuals. Paran will continue spreading hope and optimism. I don't know what Ephra will do without an enemy to fight. Retirement won't suit him. As for me, maybe I'll just fade away. That's what people do when they're no longer needed, right?
Thank you, Moshai.
Ishare.
There are all these that I can't scan. Ooh, David. Question isn't how the Ket genetic modifiers, but why if its rotation is the reproductive process. They have a motto of inefficiency. If they can transform one life form into something so radically different, sure, the Ket must still be capable of creating clones that provide more satisfactory results, especially for such as xenophobic culture. Both incorporating useful genetic material from other species into baseline Ket genetic material doesn't fully explain the level of effort they expend. Rotation is a lengthy and labor-intensive activity, and witness of the facility didn't feel like mass production, it was almost religious. So much more about anime I need to understand. Because the Ket feel like becoming a Ket is making you superior to everyone else, while also taking out genetic material to better themselves. It's complicated like that. Anyway, hi PB. So, what you doing here? We're not stealing shit, are we?
Getting acquainted with our new neighbors?
Sort of. All this stuff. The Angara sure do have a rich culture and blah, blah, blah.
So.
Are you alright?
I'm fine. It's nothing. I visited that cafe the Angara consider a bar. Asked for their hardest stuff. It was weird, which I like, but had almost no punch. Lightweight. Whoa.
Steady now?
That stuff must have a slow absorption rate. Whoops. Oh, writer. It's just... This museum reminds me of being on Haitiana during my indentured service as a student. They even have a whole section on the Remnant. I didn't come to Andromeda to follow in someone else's footsteps.
Well, what did you expect?
It didn't occur to you there'd be indigenous species here? Sentients with a rich history, leading full lives?
I guess.
Even so, the Angara barely have a foothold. Sure, they live among the ruins, but they haven't seen what we've already seen.
You might have a point there. Bet nobody here has ever outrun an ancient vault purification field, huh?
Nope.
Or spat in that Archon's ugly mug and lived to talk about it? That was nice work, by the way.
Thank you.
You're right. Not sure why, but ever since I packed up my apartment on the Nexus, something's crawled under my skin. But whatever it is, I promise, I'll get over it lickety-split.
You're fine, PB. We all need to cut loose once in a while.
You're very understanding and attractive. Nice combination. Think I'll stay in your operation a little while longer.
Well, there you go. Wait for PB to learn more about the Remnant. Anyway, time to head back to the embassy. Woo. Oh, now apparently we have more emails from PB. Yay. Anyway, to the embassy. So hey, I talked to people.
Good to see you.
I did the thing.
Any news on what happened to Sorvis Len?
Do you know about the Vassal? The Angaran lottery that decides who gets to live on Aya.
I've heard of it. Why?
Angara are selling their slots to come here so our people can stay in their place. Including a member of the Angaran resistance. He was killed on Vold. Wouldn't have happened if he'd been here.
No one told me of this arrangement. Well, we have to do something.
I don't know what to say about this one.
Governor Shai is on our side. She'll know what to do.
You're right. We need to solve this problem together. Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll forward your proposal to Director 10 immediately.
A proposal?
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
Let's go talk to the other person. See how they feel about heading to the Nexus. Oop, I'm uphill. Place isn't that easy to navigate. Which bothers me a bit. So I have to go all the way back through hill. Sure took a fast road point, shouldn't I have? Oh well. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
I found Kiloa seeds for Eos. Is this enough?
I got you one.
It's perfect. I'll make sure Eos gets them.
Here, I have the antibiotics for Kadara.
I got you one.
Will the settlers be okay?
Once they have these, they'll be fine. I'll make sure they know who to thank.
Here, I found the solar amplifier for Vold.
Small thing.
They'll be happy to see this. No more power outages. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Yeah, did good. Levels. Levels with a level god. Do 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 do. Gotta run across. Run across. Someone here I need to talk to.
Please don't scratch the fuel line.
You. Hi. So.
Ambassador Realis said you're thinking of moving to the Nexus.
Pathfinder. I'm honored even to be considered for the transfer, but I won't be happy as just an observer. I need to work. I engineer power systems. Will I be allowed employment alongside your people?
I don't see. Yeah, sure.
That's the whole point of this exchange. The Nexus needs people like you.
That's all I needed to hear. I'll have your ambassador start the transfer. Thank you.
I mean, I don't see a reason why they weren't. I mean, hey, free engineer. We could use that. Should I go back to talk to the ambassador? No, apparently the quest is done. I'm perfectly fine with that. And this hero, I still have to wait for the lady in. Nexus. Think I need to go to the Tempest for that. Read that from PP. Okay, so back to our ship. Yes, board the Tempest and depart. We did. We advanced things. Yay. Okay, so.
PB said she wanted to talk to you.
Yeah, I heard. She also told me to look into their email. Hey, yeah, I've got a new room approach in the works. It's gonna be big. Come say hi in my room on the Tempest, will ya? Sure, why not? Anything to talk about those?
Anything I can help with?
Apparently not.
I should get back to things.
Not. Well, the door's closed.
Pock. You're gonna be the gateway to so many great things, my friend.
Hey there. You named her Pock?
Yep.
We knew this
Proof of
already.
concept. To distinguish her from Zap, your souped-up, nasty combat version.
Alright, I do have a Zap, don't I?
Zap. I like it.
Yeah, it's edgy.
Right.
The storage box from the vault on Eos was the key to everything, including integrating that piece of REM tech you got me. But our new observer friends are just the beginning. I'm working on something even bigger.
Sure, why stop and smell the roses? Getting remnant technology to work is so passe.
I'm not one to rest on my laurels. So get this. We can only scan for remnant signatures we've already encountered. My scanner's doing that around the clock. But if I integrate the right REM tech, we could scour the cluster for any remnant signature, even ones we don't have. My scanner would literally become a remnant mystery detector.
I like it.
Your enthusiasm is infectious.
Yeah, don't tell Lexi. She'll look for a cure. I came to Andromeda to touch the unknown, to find the never-before-found. Once I perfect this scanner, it'll do exactly that. All I need is 3 specific pieces of REM tech.
We can do that.
You rock. Pock and Zap think so too. So far, I've located the first piece. It's back on Eos. I'll upload
I
the
do need
coordinates.
to go back to Eos, so... So there's that. Anyway, something.
Prepping VidCon communications.
Distress call.
Suvi, play the full distress call from Prodromos.
Right away.
This is the Initiative Outpost Prodromos on Eos. We're in need of assistance. Tempest, this one is for you. We've got hostiles inbound. No ground activity, but there soon will be. Pathfinder, we need you. Going dark until it's resolved. We're not giving up Eos again. Out.
Well, that's vague.
Could use more information than just hostiles and the worry of escalation.
Well, given the
Could be
quest.
he's worried it's not a simple attack. If someone's willing to risk attacking Prodromos, your first outpost...
They're trying to make a point.
See, I mean, if you think about it, after our first quest involving the timing and everything.
Keep the nav fresh. I'll be on the bridge soon.
Understood.
Oh, back to EOS, I guess. Then the Nexus maybe after that. Do. But yeah, look at that down though. Does that look like a habitable planet? Not really. Anyway, time to go save EOS again. Lucky PBO's per request though. Give me some more stuff to do. Did you thought we were done with EOS? We're not done with EOS. There's still more to do. At least EOS is further away from that.
Ready to fly, Path. What the?
Find something?
Something pinged us. An ID request. The Tempest auto-responded.
What?
We'll keep an eye out in the sector.
What am I looking at? Anomaly detected. I can't even go up that high. And my mouse gets stuck up there for some reason too. I feel like it should
Anomaly on sensors.
That is weird, cause like we're asking. I feel like it's that right there, right? But what they want me to send the marker does not make sense, cause that's there.
Probe away.
Why?
That a satellite? Is that what pinged us in this sector?
It's pulsing an initiative call response code. Someone knows our tech inside and out.
Let's get a scan.
Huh. High sus satellite. Oh gee.
What the hell happened?
Anti-trackback measure? Drive system overloaded. Not quick enough, though. I got a serial that has triggered an alert.
Pathfinder, we are to contact Director Addison as soon as possible.
What is going on?
The satellite tries to initiate shipments in an area located emergency drops of our operating station. Okay. Well, before we end up going to EOS. Do. I run all the way back here. Addison, there's bad stuff here. I don't know what's going
Ryder,
on.
tell me about the satellite you found.
Director, what are you talking about?
My alert identified a ZK resource tracker. They're emergency tech, full of overrides so they can bypass protocol. They were designed by Dr. Zoe Jean Kennedy. She disappeared with the Exiles. If her tech has shown up, that could give someone a backdoor to steal from your outposts.
Okay, then.
Why
Tell
were
me
these
about
trackers allowed to bypass protocols?
They're supposed to be hubs, to rapidly track and pull resources if lives are at stake somewhere. That's why they weren't deployed. Tan didn't like anyone bypassing his rubber stamp.
If this satellite is new, how has it kept up with our security measures?
That's a very good question.
What was Dr. Kennedy's role in the initiative?
She designed the orbital beacons, forward stations, and half the kit in the Tempest. She'd ram an upgrade through before the requisition was on Tan's desk. Dr. Kennedy disappeared along with the Exiles. That was a big loss.
Pretty extreme to set up a personal alert. Why do that?
A lot of Dr. Kennedy's projects were unofficial.
But you backed them, like these trackers?
I don't want some asshole using my access codes to cut a backdoor into our resources, or Tan blaming me for it. But I also want to know what happened to her.
She disappeared with the Exiles, but you aren't calling her one?
She sympathized, but we'd never let an expert like that go. She was vital. But in the chaos, a lot of things, and people, went missing.
If we have to find the tech or the person, where do we begin?
You got a sliver of data from the first tracker. With more scans, maybe Suvi can assemble a point of origin. Obviously, these trackers are being deployed where initiative tech is concentrated. That means outposts. Try another outpost system, or place more. Maybe you'll draw them out, whoever they are.
And when we find them?
They're stealing our resources. My concern is Dr. Kennedy, her tech, their lives. In that order.
So here's the question, though. It's probably gonna be like... You're gonna have to keep finding them, except for the fact that they're not gonna be, you know... You're not gonna be able to get the last one until you put one on, an outpost on the Krogan world elite in. But anyway, I came here to not deal with that. I came here to deal with EOS. So, thanks for giving me another quest I didn't come here for. Most the way to scan, even pick that thing up was difficult. I had to look into that black hole for a while. And your planet. So let's go deal with this. In fact, Joe, you can come along for a while. Sure put PB2 for this.
Descent is green.
Coordinating.
You know,
Path is calm.
could be fun, but oh well. Maybe I'll decide once I'm on the ground. So, speak to Bradley. But firstly... So, Drac. Gonna switch off for PB for now. Skills. Oh Jesus, 52 points. The fuck am I gonna do with 52 points? I don't even know. Detonate missiles. Electric beam. I like the idea of missiles. See, tech support. I mean, team support. Power restoration, defense. Currently power to tech and strut damage. Huh. Sure restoration, defensive effects. Damage. Just a shield recharge and shit. Cute, but I'll take that. Increase damage resistance for each conscious squad manual tech and strut. After using attack by the that damage resistor. Gotta increase my offensive attack, you know. Totally. So that's how much that technical combatant, guardian pioneer, technical invader, pioneering hero. Joe, what you got for me? Well, there's not much you can really do because, yeah. So I'm gonna hold off on your level. PB. Let's increase your survivalist at least. Better reinforcement. PB uses the power to take down enemy shields. PB shows drop or barriers floats. I like that. Yes, I know, we haven't used all the points. Anyway, let's go talk to Bradley and figure out what the hell's going on. Oh, what's the Hourcrest at? So there's that, speak to Bradley. Ah, stupid map, I hate that. Okay. Oh, hey, guess where PB's crest is? Yeah. I only needed a reason to go there. Remember when we went there and I lost my ship because...
Sorry to keep you in the dark, Pathfinder, but there are eyes on this planet.
We didn't see much traffic from orbit.
It's there, but hopefully you can get ahead of this before it turns into something bad. See you soon.
Bye, Bradley.
Thanks for coming. Knew you'd be up for it.
I need answers. You said there were hostiles inbound.
We have soldiers. We've handled a raid or two without a sweat, but this is bigger.
4-5, repeat. Stockpile complete. Waiting for beacon. Launch on detection. Repeat. 1, 2, 3.
What am I hearing, Bradley?
Here's my worry. Maybe the raids we've seen were just a decoy, so someone could do a slow tactical build-up in the Black Rock.
Tactical? You mean military?
No. That was an Angaran voice. He means Rokar. That's why he called us.
Even with our defenses, imagine how the Nexus would respond to an assault on our first outpost.
Exactly the response Axul wants.
Eos has been through enough. We'll put a stop to whatever this is.
I knew you would. I hope I'm wrong, Pathfinder. I didn't want to bring this kind of thinking to Andromeda. Head to Black Rock Tand. I'll transmit the nav point for the signal.
I need to murder first. Oh, geez, all the way over there. Let's do a PB thing first. I want to get to the Nexus in this video. I might not be able to get to the Nexus in this video because I already took a long while. Now we have all this other stuff going on.
We lost a lot of worlds to the Scourge. Seeing one more or less reclaimed is strange.
This alien tech comes in all shapes and sizes, but what's it for?
Well, let's go to the gravity well just for such an occasion of getting back here. We know what we Yeah, well, now we can go investigate.
Well, this is the right place. Let's find the tech we're after.
Maybe what am I after? That thing?
Here's the first piece of REM tech, PB.
Awesome. 1 down, 2 to go. Syncing with my scanner. The second piece is on Havarl. Uploading coordinates.
We claim this site, initiative scum.
I'm sorry.
Outlaws!
Guess we're not the only ones interested in this tech.
They wanted the REM tech. Wonder why.
We got the piece we came for. We can move on.
Indeed we can, which means... No, it means... Boop. Oh, that was easy. I do like easy. Though it doesn't really feel like a loyalty.
Almost at Black Rock Tand.
That is definitely a Rokar signal.
Understood. Eyes open.
But here's the thing. Like, Liam's felt like a lawyer to me. Like, something that you experience in that. I mean, to the film. Compared to these other ones, that just like death threats. Go to this planet, find me this. Go to this planet, find me this.
Bradley was right. Rokar on site.
Watch for reserves after the first assault.
Thanks for the tip.
By the way,
Jal, are we clear?
We're clear. And we still have Bradley's signal.
why do you have a crappy pistol?
Right. Let's see what they were protecting.
This worries me. Roka are not pirates.
This signal can call dropships to a precise location.
That's the Roka strategy. The scouts would have placed the beacon in the center of Prodromos.
Telling Aksul exactly where to strike.
Well, what if we aim our turrets at them?
Shit. Glad you put an end to that.
This job is half done. We need to ensure they don't come back.
Not sure what you're asking, Pathfinder. We can't risk our first outpost.
Promise and resilience.
What are you planning?
We use their beacon. They want a target, let's give them one. On our terms.
Site 2 is still powered. You could broadcast from the old comm array.
Bait and switch at Site 2. Let's go.
Yeah, that is a good idea. That way they go attack Site 2, and we release more fiends at them, right? Probably less fiends, but you know. Still, let's head though. You go smack more things with a hammer. Because it's super effective. Any dialogue before we get there? Maybe, yes, no. That's the thing about yours, there's actually not that much area to really drive around. You think. Reach the point where you can just faster.
Sam, you have a location for this Rokar beacon?
Yes, Pathfinder. Site 2 communications array.
Well, let's not keep Aksul waiting.
The cat left their mark, but the buildings stand. That's a lesson.
Oh, by the way, we're going to talk about the body that's still there.
Ugh, that body. What happened?
A scan might help us figure that out.
Nav point marked for Rokar's signal upload.
It's the button. It'll draw them right to us.
We know this place. They don't.
We'll give them a fight.
Hey, it's like when we fought the cat. Now we're fighting the Rokar Hill. Boop. That's not the what we're looking for. What am I looking for? I think I have to actually go on top of the building. Yeah, here we go.
Starting ROCAR signal upload.
Are they heading toward us?
The ROCAR have altered course.
Now might be a good time to take cover.
Let's just go. Yeah.
Human, I told you you'd know soon enough. The beacon is live. You couldn't stop our scouts.
They've bought it. Hold until they're on the ground.
Ready and waiting.
Those are Anchor shadows compared to that one. Remember that one Anchor shadow that was
Resilience. Promise. Or like death and starvation.
Well, I know who's not naming our next outpost.
Watch the lights from Site 2.
But I want to him into the
One night? Nothing.
They're breaking!
Don't let up!
Oh, is this where you go?
You rock!
Outlaw! Get ready! This site is a decoy. Rally at these coordinates.
They're onto us. Where are they going?
I'll tell you. Site 1. We overcharged the power relay to draw them in.
Axel is not going to be happy about that.
Promise.
I'm hurt bad!
Oh, you're dead. Oh no. Oh, we're stuck. It's like one.
Down you go!
Hi. Where you going? Where we AI reset, right? That was is that what you guys said? It's like, I can do that. Oh, is there still a guy over there? No. But fine, I'll go back to that one.
Axel, the Pathfinder is coming. Motherless. Everyone prepared to defend.
Sounds like they're losing their support.
I'm sorry. Why do you have a Hydra? That hurts. I'm sorry. Do not want. I was going to try to examine it. Definitely. No. Do not want. Do not want. Come on, we're fighting the leg. Who's with me? You. Right. Well, that's a bit broken. Anyone else? I see you. Come on. Where's my anyone else? Defeat the road car. I don't see any more road car, do you? Oh. I have an idea. Oh, how they're sending road car back out. How much you want bet? We need to go back out. Decide two. And do one problem. That one little road car left. Yeah, how much you want bet he's preparing us from progressing? I need to literally go. Wait, that's your bet. You're not my choice. Welcome back to side 2, everyone. So like one guy over here somewhere. Don't know where he is now, of course, but
Poor guy. Should have run instead of putting up a fight.
so yeah, I don't know where to get. Some red dots on the map. Huh. If I do need to know where, just for its the enemy track system. Huh. Going, he's running down this way somehow. Who knows where the hell he got to? He's got to it anyway, well, this is a problem. Let's just fast road back hill. So apparently, the road car is supposed to be still attacking, you know?
Hydra!
Wait, what? Okay, well that. Jesus. Okay. I'm not happy about that. still doing now? What are you still doing?
Outlaws on their way!
I like that. Outlaws on the way. That's not outlaws. Maybe I should try yeeting people away. So you're like the last guy. There.
That's the last of them. We did it, Ryder.
Pathfinder, Axel's shuttle is leaving orbit.
I'll remember this. We're not finished. You are today, and we'll be ready next time. Come to Padromos, Pathfinder.
Don't give off our location after he supposedly left. I could still be there. Well, that was fun. Go defend Eos. Okay, we defended Eos. I'm fine with that. Yeah, but there's no good dialogue because we don't
I pity your first outpost had to be military, but I see why.
I mean...
Pathfinder?
The Rokar attack is over.
Our military personnel were chafing at the bit. Better to get them patrolling so this never happens again.
I'm thinking this was
Special
fine.
thanks to our
They'd all
friend
be
Joe.
dead.
It helps to show we're not all on opposite sides.
We can't assume anyone could be an enemy. That's no way to live.
We're not planning on it.
How's the team holding up?
They know the drill, but it's different when it's home,
Maybe I should say something?
if you like.
Time and time again, you've shown yourselves competent. And this was no exception.
Competence.
The infrastructure you've built, the skills you've developed. Despite adversity, you remain a model for the cluster.
So, when do we get back to work?
No approval asked or expected. We lose sometimes, but if they have the choice to keep going, they'll take it. This wasn't a good day, but it was another day. You gave them that. Your
Huzzah.
people, Ryder.
We saved it, and now... We're still... Oh, wait, Liam's. Apparently we're still waiting for him to make his next move. Back to, you know, waiting on stuff. But probably as soon as I get back to the ship, I'll be like, hey, go do an open. Okay, I'm not entirely sure how long the video is going to be, but yeah, let's go work on the Nexus first, just because I said I was going to. But who knows what we might get into.
Ascent is go.
Leave on.
Leaving Atmo. All clear. PB said she wanted to talk to you.
Again? I have to say, feeling pretty good about myself. Back at the first thing that I made doubt I'll get tired of that thing all the time, believe me. Then when we got rim take off, we got parts going below people's mind. So I decided to write this to you. Strange about that. I'll have to noodle on it a bit.
You have new email at your terminal,
I already
Pathfinder.
dealt with it, TV. I thought I dealt with
Come
that.
on, think. think. I need something.
Who are you talking to?
Ryder, shit. You shouldn't sneak up on someone like that.
You want me to talk,
I'm just
though?
talking to myself. Don't tell me you never do that.
You seem stressed.
No kidding. I'm not built for this kind of homesteading. Don't like people knowing where I am, where my stuff is. Ugh!
Watch my face. I look less sad with the smirk, though.
What's your usual solution?
Usually, I cut bait. Scram, strike out on my own. When I felt like this back home, I'd look for a zero-G chamber, or at least an isolation tank. Someplace to just drift away. I could really use that now.
If I may, gravity can be overridden in the escape pod. You can create a zero-G chamber.
Of course! Sam, you're a genius. It's easy. It'll make a huge difference, Ryder. You'll see. You know, there's room for two.
That's all I need to hear.
And this should do it. Close your eyes. Relax. Let yourself go. Oh, this hits the spot. Ryder?
Yeah?
There's something else that would relax
Oh,
me.
God.
What's that?
That's the spirit. Wanna fool around? Doesn't matter if you have something else going on. I can be utterly discreet.
I mean...
Just fun. Two people blowing off steam. No strings attached. Only if there's no strings.
So here's the thing. Let's think about this for a minute. So here's the thing. That's the whole PV romance route. Yeah. That's... I mean... Here's the thing. I stopped flirting with practically everyone. Because I wasn't sure where I was in the terms of, you know, Bioware's checkpoint system. Because here's the thing. In Dragon Age Inquisition, there's literally a system that tells you if you make this choice, you'll lock yourself into this relationship. Which I like, that there's a system that tells you that, hey, if you do this, this locks the relationship. If you do this, this breaks up the relationship. Don't do this, or do this. And this, there really isn't. It doesn't tell you when you get into a situation where it's gonna lock. But, let's face it, you guys know me. I'm gonna press that button. I could go strings, but I still wanted to stay with Vetra, but yeah.
That'll be fun.
Okay then. Say no more.
Oh, you mean now? Here?
Gee.
You do know what say no more means, right?
Indeed.
Huh.
Whoa.
Huh. Oh, we're floating right into the,
Ouch. Who cares?
Ow!
Ow!
Well, that is awkward as shit, but sure.
No strings. Right, Ryder?
My strings are still
strings.
Vetra, so... At least we didn't get stuck in the, you know, stuff with Rise and all that. Is it gonna be awkward if we talk about Please tell me we're
I
not
take
gonna
it you
talk
moved your
about-
stuff over from the Nexus?
Yeah, my squatter's paradise is all the more cluttered. What's up?
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk.
You know it.
I'm sorry, what? PB just ascended and went through the ceiling of the ship. Hawk? I'm scared. I'm going over here. Apparently we have messages now. To further write things down like this, so I don't want to send it you linkage control procedures, but I kind of wanted this recorded for Plus Road. What was just flowing like that, figuring out how, and then figuring out how to make each other crazy? That was fun. You relaxed and figured me all at once. I received a message from Axel. Forward to the meeting room. You should see this. We're never gonna get to the Nexus. Now we're gonna get to the Nexus. Hey Vetra, have you seen PvP outside? The source I seem to go through the ceiling of the ship and now I'm concerned. We still good, by the way? I don't know.
Kadara is a lifesaver. I'd promised some
Still
people
talking
some
about
things
the
I wasn't sure I
stuff.
could get. Turns out I can get them all on Kadara. Funny how things work out.
I'm just relieved that they didn't die out there without Nexus support.
Throwing people off the boat was hard, but Nexus leadership was desperate. Wasn't a great choice. Lose some people, or lose everything.
Still an offload thing.
You probably have...
You know where to find me.
Oh, I need to go to the meeting thing up here.
Prepping VidCon communications.
Of course you have to. Hi, Axel. What you want?
Jal, I'm in the meeting room.
Right behind you, Ryder. Pulling up the message.
Jala Madarav, you always were a short-sighted fool. Helping an outsider instead of your own people. You're unfit to bear your family's name.
Okay, this guy is really starting to piss me off.
He always was a Veshanon.
Vesha what?
Someone pleased with his own shit. We've never gotten along.
I'm still learning about Angara, but that sounded more personal than a childhood rivalry.
He's too smart to attack me directly. Aksul wants us to do something reckless. Let's not give him the satisfaction.
So... what am I doing? Nothing? Apparently I'm doing nothing. Okay? That's confusing as shit, you know. Congratulations. You're going to do nothing. What? PP... Well, PP exists again, so that's good. Where should end the video? So, stuff over there, do, stuff over here, do, stuff over there, stuff over here, do. Do. And then when we go there to do with that outpost stuff. Do. Anyway, let's just go to the nets before I lose my mind even further. Said I was going to do this stuff, might as well do it to make the video even longer. Yay! You know, in hindsight, the Nexus is probably going to take even longer than I thought. So, fuck it, we'll just leave the video off here and deal with the Nexus in the next video. Yay. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you all and have a nice